Hey. Welcome to the Give Them Lala podcast.
Hell yeah.
Where she's not here, but we are.
We are, and who is we, Easton?
We is...
Or Easton, Birmingham, and Jessica Walter. Clap for ourselves, because no one else will.
No one will.
Let's
I
go.
pat myself on the back all the time, because Gigi won't do it for me.
Speaking of Gigi, how was your weekend with Gigi and Law? I saw you guys had family in town, yeah?
Brother, sister-in-law, niece, nephew. And it was good. Family time. Went shoe shopping with my nephew.
Nice.
Went to, what is it called? Now I'm drawing a blank. It's a burger place.
Shake Shack?
No, it's like Easy something.
Oh.
Easy Street or something.
Oh. Okay.
It was like a top tier burger, but
Yum.
then nothing slaps like Burger She Wrote.
That's gang right
I
there.
know.
Oh, as you can hear, we have some
we
guests.
have some guests, by the
Easton,
way.
who are they?
Please welcome Eli and Calvin.
Woo!
If you'd like to,
Snap for us.
I know,
Yes.
quiet
Thank
snaps.
you. Thank you.
But please introduce yourself. Who are you?
My name is Calvin Cobb, and I am a fan of Burger She Wrote,
Yeah.
as
Heck
we
yeah.
have specified here. You might have seen me on season 2 of Love Island USA,
Woo!
and I am absolutely ecstatic to be here.
Hey,
We're happy to have you.
thank you for joining us. Thank
My
you for
pleasure.
taking time out of your day to do
course.
this with me.
Of course.
What about you, sir?
What about me, sir? Hello, everybody. My name is Eli. You have not seen me on Love Island yet, but you might.
He's
No, but
put
I-
his resume in.
A few
2025.
times every season. Survivor as well. Somebody put me on something.
We're putting you on Give Them
Scratch
Lala
it at the
podcast.
door.
There you go. So you wouldn't have seen me on that, but my name is Eli. I lived in LA for a minute, so you might see me bouncing around. I did watch your episode, though, yesterday for the first time.
Oh, my goodness.
You
That's
had
on my list.
Moira squirming, bro, in that seat. I mean, there's no spoilers, right? This is years ago.
This was years
This is
ago.
years ago.
Yes, I mean,
Years ago?
COVID
Many a year.
time.
Okay.
That's a
Poppin'.
pandemic.
I need
In
to.
Vegas.
I need to watch Love Island. I'm gonna do my personal intro of these three, just so you guys know.
Perfect.
So, I love the three of you. I love these three guys because I know Eli because he worked across the hall from us when we were
Yeah.
over at our other offices in West Hollywood. I know Calvin through Easton. And these three guys are like, I'm going to talk to the ladies for a second. You ladies know how men can be, but these three are I just like their friendship because they're not afraid to be like vulnerable and they're honest and they're such chill people to hang around. And I know we said that on the podcast stories and we posted for all of you, men and women, to ask them questions. And I'm very excited for them to answer. So all of this to say, I'm very happy you three are on as like a trio.
That's why I think I'll get along with each other, is because we're honest with each other.
Yeah, great energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not afraid to say anything that's not, everything on our mind is said.
We
is
laugh, we
good.
cry, we hug.
Right? We really do.
That's it.
We're grateful for
That's
you
it.
as well, being here, Jess. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you for
Jess.
having us.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Jess.
joining
Lala.
us.
Thank you, Lala.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Lala.
But
as
the
well.
weekend was good. Lala's doing amazing.
Yeah.
We had Ocean and a babysitter in London, my niece, my brother's little girl. So that was amazing.
How old is London? London is, you guys, I know everyone was shocked being like, wait, Lala has a sister-in-law. Is Easton married? Easton is not married yet. But
No, not yet.
Yeah.
it's their older brother.
Yeah, it's my half brother. It's my brother from my dad's first marriage.
His wife.
Yes.
So they have a
his
daughter
wife-
named London.
They have a daughter who, Cheryl, who you've heard of. She was in the delivery room. They have a daughter, London. So we have two. And
She's 14, yeah?
yeah,
That's the perfect age for babysitting.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know either of their ages.
Really?
They've grown up quick, and I have no idea. My nephew is turning 16. He's about to drive vehicles.
Wait, London and there's a brother.
Drayson.
Okay. His birthday was Friday.
Yeah.
You guys went to Saddle Ranch.
Saddle Ranch.
How
He
was
couldn't
that?
ride the bull. You had to be 18, but you can be hammered as shit.
You have to be 18 to ride.
18 to ride the bull.
Injured.
18 to get hammered as shit, too?
No, but
yes,
like you can ride at 21 and hammered as hell. It's like, why do you 16 and sober? I trust more than 21 and a drunk dude on it,
That's
Yeah.
true.
right?
Where do we draw the line these days?
Where do we draw the line?
Have either of you, Eli or Calvin, ever been to Saddle Ranch? Do you guys go out a lot? Tell us about your social lives.
I have actually.
Eli is Mr.
been-
Out.
He is. He's got a residency.
I gotta get back inside. Honestly, I've been a little too out. This summer's been a bit much,
Lit.
but it's good. I've been to Saddle Ranch. I have.
You have?
I have.
How many times? Give us a ballpark. In your life.
Not that many. Maybe like 6.
Oh, okay.
Is that a lot?
It's conservative.
Have you
How
read the
about
bull
you?
I've read the bull maybe
Okay.
twice.
successfully?
Yeah.
Hand up.
Hand up, ass on the ground, hand back up, ass back on the ground.
What do you hold on to? Is there like a belt?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
little
there's
belt.
one thing.
Yeah.
We saw some girl with no strength in any part of her body. And know how it like dips?
Oh, yeah.
She just would fly down. She smacked her head on the bull and she'd lay there, like lay on it because she couldn't get back up. So the bull would flip her again and then she'd just sit back. But because it's like controlled by somebody. So
Yeah.
he wasn't angry, but like she smacked her face so hard. Me and Law were dying.
Was there blood?
I didn't look. I was too busy laughing and I didn't want to look and laugh because I felt bad.
Well, it's not about how many times you smack your face in the bull. It's how many times you get up. You know what I mean?
Let's go, Russ.
And that
That's
is
fine.
life,
Yes.
baby.
Yes.
Have you ridden the bull, Calvin?
I've been one time
Okay.
to Saddle Ranch, and I have not. Well,
It's good as that.
I
on the
have.
bull, then.
Somebody
I-
maybe had a little too many drinkies?
I was actually sober.
Oh, okay.
Snaps.
And it was. It
Was
was.
I
No, this had to have been when I lived here last, like in 2018. So that's why
Okay.
the memory is a
I
little
didn't
hazy.
know that, Calvin. We
Yeah.
didn't know that. You knew that, Calvin Easton?
Yeah, I knew he lived here, then moved to Atlanta, and then moved here, right?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
there was a
Utah
couple
was in
places
the
in
mix.
between. Yeah, yeah.
But you
Maryland.
both live here now, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Eli.
know this guy?
You
Oh yeah.
both.
Eli,
Yeah,
how long
I
have
just
you
hit
lived
1
here?
year.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
I've been here for a decade.
Decade, 1
Thus
year.
the 6 times at Saddle Ranch. You know?
Are all three of you single?
No.
No. Okay.
Calvin,
I am not.
And
Calvin
by
is
the
going to be
way,
a good.
I am not.
We
He's
should
got some
intro that.
answers
We should
because he'll
intro
be
that.
the relationship guy.
Also, just hit 6 months. Go ahead.
6 months what, relationship?
Relationship.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
I just got out of a 4-month thing.
Situationship?
I feel weird saying situationship at my old ass age of 33
was,
years old. But it
33.
was,
Watch
was a
your mouth.
ghost-
I'm 33.
okay.
It was like a ghost relationship. I had no
She
idea he
didn't
was dating
exist?
her.
Little Casper.
She
action.
didn't. She went to another school, so you guys don't know her.
Another school.
But she's around.
All right, all right.
No, I just
Wait.
got out of that. But otherwise, single. But it was tough. That was like that
Were
was
you-
the longest thing I've had in many years. Actually, that 4 month.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not a long-term relationship guy, or are you, and just haven't been in a while?
I haven't had a girlfriend in about 10 years since I've moved to LA.
Why? Why do you think?
I don't know. We should dive into that today.
Okay,
and
that's
more.
exciting.
I
Yeah.
think you might need a therapist around for that one.
You guys offer that? I have insurance. we can talk.
I mean, what do you think we're here for?
Let's do
I
it.
can do my
While we're on the
best. I'm
couch.
not voice of reason though.
How long have you been single, Easton?
I've been single for, I think like 4 years now.
Okay. Do we enjoy being single?
No.
And I say we because I too am single. So this is. Do
It
we
has
enjoy this?
It has its perks. It's
Yeah.
nice to feel like you can
I
do
like
what you
going
want.
throughout the day, not having to like entertain something,
Something he says.
someone. Fuck.
The pressure of someone's emotions
That's why
tied
I'm
to your
single.
actions can sometimes be a lot if you're not fully in it.
Right.
But it's nice to have a person. You know, it's nice to have your person. That you can
Wow,
rely
you
on.
saying fully in it? I've never been in fully in it. And since my last one, but I've talked to girls, but I've never felt like fully in it.
But don't you think that's dating? You know what? You guys wrote in so many questions. Are you okay for us to get into
Let's just
them
get
now?
into 'em.
Because
Do I need
I
to-
want to hear all three
Let's
of your
do the damn thing.
advice, your opinion.
And before we get into these questions, let's get a quick update from Lala.
Hello, my loves. I miss you guys so, so much. Here is an update on life postpartum with baby Sosa. We're getting hungry again. My life consists of feeding, burping, putting her down for a nap, and by the time I do all of that, it's time to start all over again. I've put makeup on today. That has not happened in quite some time. Also, what I have learned about Sosa, she has zero chill. Patience she gets from her mama. We have none. She will come off of the boob on accident, like lose it out of her mouth. She starts screaming bloody murder and thrashing like Jaws. So If that's any indication of how she will be in life, she will get what she wants. That is for sure. Like I said, I miss you guys. I have 1 week left of this life, and then I'm back at it. So I will catch you next week.
Do you know how much you're paying in subscriptions every month? I think it'll surprise you. I know it completely surprised me to see all of the money I was wasting on unused subscriptions. But thanks to Rocket Money, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, I can see all of my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with just a few taps. And the Rocket Money dashboard lets me compare last month's spending to this month's, so I can clearly see and track my spending habits. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/Lala. That's rocketmoney.com/Lala. rocketmoney.com/Lala.
Thanks a lot, and we can't wait for you to come back in the room so I don't have to run this shit. Oh my God.
Miss you, La.
We love it. You're killing it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not kidding. This might be the most questions, one of the top of the most questions I've ever seen. This is very
That makes me
exciting. A lot of you just want to know like what Easton and Eli and Calvin think. So, okay, this is
What do
good.
I think about what?
Well,
Everything.
we're about
Go.
to get into
Get a
it.
little
Okay.
And the anxiety.
Are men attracted more to looks or personality? I want all three of you to answer honestly.
The initial attraction's got to be there on looks. I think we all know that. I mean, that's how conversations start. That's how romance usually begins. But I do think a lack of connection personality-wise does lead to a quick fizzle. You got to have something that like when you're not together and you're texting and you're calling and you're not physically looking at each other and like dreaming into each other's eyes, there's got to be something to keep that going. Now, the girl that I most recently dated was very, very, very funny. And I didn't realize how much I valued humor in a relationship. Because like whether you're down or you're not down, it's just like really nice to be able to just be laughing your ass off just throughout the day via text. And she was also gorgeous, which helped that situation.
Did she call this off or did you? This 4-monther. Is this
I would say that she called it off.
okay?
But probably because I was not ready to give her what she needed at that point. You know, we had a conversation at the 3-month period being like, 3 months is kind of this like, I feel like artificial timeline these days that things have to turn into something real. And we talked and wasn't ready to turn into that for my own reasons. And then she ended up just getting out to protect herself.
Hey,
and
honest
that hurt
man
me.
you are.
Yeah.
And it did like, that hurt me despite knowing that like, if I really wanted to fight for it, I could, but still she ended it completely.
Okay. Do you have any regrets?
This is very fresh. This is a couple weeks old, and
Okay.
it was last week was a very tough week for me,
Oh,
honestly.
I'm sorry, Eli.
Even though I felt like I had somewhat of control and power in the situation, it's tough losing someone. You know, after 4 months, it's tough to just like lose a person that you know.
100%.
And so she ended it.
Has the week or the couple of weeks, has that changed your mind of you being ready? What were you not ready for?
Just had a lot of stuff going on in my professional and personal life, and I feel like this is a very bullshit cliche answer that every guy has probably told somebody, but like it is true. Like if I had a wall up, and I don't think I ever allowed myself to really knock that wall down for this person and get to that point. And so it was just like, I don't think I allowed myself to be vulnerable in that way until honestly like the last night in which I was able to really show her my true emotions, but still she just deserved more from what I was giving her at a 4-month period, I think.
That was a very honest and a respectable answer. Thank you for that. How about you, Calvin? What do you think about looks versus personality?
Both are important for me. I think that especially growing up as a guy, you're like, oh my God, I gotta have the hottest girl, and that's the most important thing. And then as you kind of age, you kind of realize like sometimes I would say even personality is a little bit more important because I mean looks are gonna fade, and that one little thing that you might think is a little out of whack can either be fixed or it's just not gonna matter here in 40 years when you're fat and wrinkly and old as well. So to be able to have that connection is really important when it comes to the personality. Like Eli was saying, you got to be able to laugh with the person. That being said, obviously you want to look for the best of both worlds, which fortunately I have been able to acquire.
Wow.
Not acquire,
congrats.
but
Yes.
consensually,
Yes.
She's not
respectfully,
yours, so-
but both come to an agreement.
Yes.
So I'd say both, but looks catches the eye first, and then the personality keeps it
Okay.
going.
I will also say, though, what I really love in a woman that I'm dating is confidence, and sometimes that does coming with her
I was gonna say
thinking
that's mine.
that she's attractive,
I
and so
really-
someone being hot and a bad bitch, like I love that because like I also love them being confident, and that comes with insecurity issues sometimes.
Well, confidence, I feel like, makes the girl even more attractive. You can
Agreed.
be, in my, like, you could be basic in your eyes, but, like, if your confidence is there, your aura is what brightens that, like, you in that room.
Yeah. And I
Like-
will say too, as a woman, and I'll say this like with my relationship with Kyle, because I was with him since I was 25. When I was more insecure at the beginning, less confident, that led into like jealousy and like all these things that were just lots of fights. And when I became more sure of myself and more confident, then it was like, oh, chill and happy. And like I felt good and then he felt good. So I think confidence plays a role in a lot of things for sure.
What I look for is looks first, obviously catch the eye, like you said. And I look for a personality and just confidence in the room to brighten the room itself, but to put her in a certain light. And we all know that one girl that has done that, no matter who it is. So that would be for me just a confident woman.
Yeah.
And that confidence brings attraction as well,
Yeah. I love that.
Big thanks to Nix for hooking me up with some amazing nursing bras and leak-proof underwear. I'm not gonna lie, making full use of the leak-proof underwear already. That's right, I'm an oversharer. And so Nix is spelled Knix, and I cannot say enough good things about the super comfy and super stylish leak-proof underwear, which also comes in a range of absorbencies. So they're perfect for sweat, periods, and light bladder leaks, which I'm experiencing right now thanks to Baby S. And the leak-proof underwear come in so many styles: bikini, boy shorts, thongs, high-rise. You can even match them with one of the Nix Perfect Fit wireless bras. And finding the right bra size is no problem because Nix offers virtual fittings that are so easy and they're free. With their amazing leak-proof lines in maternity, swimwear, shapewear, and more, Nix has you covered. Millions have switched to Nix, including me. You have got to check them out, so go to knix.com and get 15% off with promo code LALA. That's knix.com. Code LALA for 15% off.
Okay, you guys, next question. Okay. Why is it so hard for men to share their emotions with their partners? This is obviously biased, but I do think a lot of people feel that way sometimes about men. It's very difficult for a lot of men to be vulnerable and emotional with their partners.
I've never had that issue,
Okay.
and I've always been honest, but I feel like it's because the reaction you've got being honest has made you never want to be honest again.
From your partner? Okay.
And so I feel like if you can't go to your partner and be honest, it's because they made you feel uncomfortable being honest. So now you feel like you can't. And at that point, that's a conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I've never been in that boat. Have you guys?
Yeah.
I think there's definitely a fear amongst a lot of men of being vulnerable and opening up so that they can get shut down, especially like these days with, general toxic masculinity stuff. Like I think a lot of young boys are trained that they do have to hide those emotions and feelings, despite the fact that I'm friends with a lot of women, and I'm sure we'll dive into that in some later questions. I have a feeling.
I'm sure.
But like all the girls that I talk to will say that they are absolutely not turned off by a guy who's showing emotions and feelings towards them. But somehow it's been ingrained in, I think, a lot of young boys' minds that it's going to make them look feminine or make them look bad or make them look weak. And look, I cried for the first time in like 10 years 2 weeks ago. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm Mr. fucking emotions over here. I was like crying. I was like, is this what crying is? Am I
when you care
doing
for
this
something
right?
deeply.
Like, I can't really breathe out my nose. Is this
Like,
is
why
this
is it
regular?
sweat?
I've cried on this
What is
podcast.
this?
What is this?
Nobody makes
I
me
get
cry my
emotional.
own tears. But when I did, it was very freeing, you know. And I can say that it definitely, I do not think turned off this person that I was talking to. If anything, it felt like we made breakthroughs, even if it was a little late, but still.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm new to it, but like I do think it's very important.
Yeah.
It's a vulnerability thing. It's a shutting down your wall thing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you,
This
Calvin?
man be crying though.
You be crying, Calvin?
All the time.
Hell yeah.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yes,
Could you
absolutely.
repeat it?
I
Could
absolutely
you use it
will.
in a sentence?
Yes, I will use it in a
gonna
sentence.
say-
Why
as
you be
well.
sad, bro?
Why you be sad? Okay.
A good shower cry. I
Oh.
get the day started like that.
It doesn't count if you cry in the shower,
Good
right?
question.
No.
No.
The shower's
Why
crying.
is it so hard for men to share their emotions with their partners?
I also think that it has something to do with a level of commitment and trust and the relationship. I think that in the last couple of years, I've come to find that a lot of times I'll kind of distance myself emotionally in order to protect myself. In order to, okay, well, if I share this and get that vulnerable, I'm giving this other individual and this human a look into something that they could use to weaponize against me, right? Which obviously isn't the ideal, and that's what you wouldn't hope would happen. But I do think that's an aspect of why, especially men, are more inclined to kind of hide those emotions or not express them as fully because of that protective aspect of their vulnerability.
Yeah, I love that. I think that there's obviously it's relationship based. Years ago with my one boyfriend who I was with for like 2 years in Nashville, I've done so many awful things, but he
Let's get into that. Let's get into some of that.
but he was like, he basically entered, he was like 6 years older than me, way more emotionally mature. He entered our relationship being very honest, right? Being like, oh, my ex and I ended because I cheated on her with this person, but I regretted it. He was very honest. And instead of sort of taking that like I would now and be like, thank you, and hearing it and being like, you've grown, I really did, I think, eventually weaponize it. And it made me insecure because he said like he cheated. So I was like, okay, so this guy cheats. When like, it's so tricky because like he did cheat, but he was saying how he was growing. And so then when he would go on tour and stuff, I was insecure and I'd be like, yeah, but you cheat. Like you told me you cheated before. What if you cheat again? And we ended up breaking up because a lot of things I did that. Like I did weaponize. He was trying to be honest. And so I do think at the end of the day, I mean, we weren't meant to be for sure, but at the end of the day, it is better to be honest. And
Yeah.
like you said, like, yeah, it can be used against you. But like being honest, being vulnerable, being emotional, I definitely appreciate now more than I ever have, I think, for sure.
Keeping things hidden is never going to help in the long term.
No.
It might make things easier in the beginning, and it might make like this facade of like everything being chill, but like down the line, it's going to come out regardless.
But then you have to be all right with whatever you're told to forgive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just take it into account and
Well,
say, okay,
yeah.
do I want to be with someone that has cheated in the past, you know?
That's very true. That's why a lot of couples therapists say, like, when couples go, and I just know this because mine and Kyle's couples therapist said this, when couples go to therapy for cheating, if you, this is a lot of them, not every, but it's like when you choose to forgive the cheating, you have to move on. You cannot keep going back because it's like, then it just becomes toxic. There are a ton of questions like this. This is the most recent one up top, but basically, can men and women be friends? This says, can a female and male, both married with children, actually be best friends? So my overarching question for all three of you, can men and women truly be best friends
I
and
think
not
so.
be sexual?
I think so. It's when you've had sex and you're best friends with them, I can't get by that. Like if I was dating a girl and her best friend was a guy, but they had even one time they slept together, I can't get behind that.
Okay. Even a drunken night mistake.
Yep, can't get. Well, who's to say they're not going to get drunk again, hanging out with each other as best friends, and it's going to happen again?
Or she was like, Easton, I regretted it so much. I'm like disgusted.
I don't know, and that's for me mentally. I don't think I could get by it because that would eat me alive, even if it was she didn't.
Yeah.
It would eat me alive, so I have to dismiss myself from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think you can. For me, you can be a best friends with opposite sex, but I think there's a line that I have, and it's not having a past with that best friend.
And that's a boundary you know about yourself,
Yeah.
and that's great to have for you.
There it is.
I do feel that Eli may have a different opinion, but do you or do you not, Eli?
My best friend is a girl. You guys all know her.
Yes, she's great.
Her name is Jill. Shout out Jill.
Shout out Jill.
And so I think I have lots of female friends, and I think it is so super normal and totally healthy to have female friends. I know that that's hard to believe. Like, I meet people and I tell them I'm friends with girls, and they're like, bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
that you want to fuck them or they want to fuck you. And, like, that can happen for sure, but I think it's totally reasonable to have good friends that are women. That being
That's
said,
fine with me. I want my girlfriend to have many of guy friends, not a guy best friend,
sure.
in my opinion.
And
But that's
get
just me.
And the insecurity thing of having your girlfriend with the best friend that she's had sex with, like, that's valid.
That's
I
that's my
can't
that's my
get-
line.
And that is what, like, a lot of times people ask me, like, never mind, I'm not going to get into this. We'll skip.
Okay. So it is valid that people get, insecure about that for sure. But that's good to know. Like, that's your boundary. And you could also be like, well, that's my boundary. Not everyone has to have that
Yeah,
boundary.
like and that's fine. You can still have that as a best friend. I'm not going to take your best friend. I'm going to dismiss myself from the situation.
Right. Can I ask you, Eli, before we ask you, Calvin, the same question? Has there ever been in the years of you being friend? Because I'm someone who is very much has been best friends with guys. I mean, I do jujitsu for crying out
Jujitsu.
loud. Like, and I also am currently, I feel, best friends with Kyle, and I hope it stays that way. So, have you ever been able to, and obviously we don't need to be specific, hook up with just like fun hookups with your girlfriends and then be like, okay, that was fun, and carry on as friends?
I don't do that.
Okay.
I very much,
What?
like, when I meet someone, they're either in a friendship bucket or a romantic bucket. And people that go into the romantic bucket, they can easily, after that's done, become friends again. But when I've placed them into the friendship bucket, they don't then go to a romantic bucket. And, like, I'm not someone that, like, I need, like, an immediate attraction. I need, like, immediately be like, I'm into you.
Right.
And so, like, once we're friends, for me, and I know most people won't want to hear this, but, like, I don't unfriend zone people into a romantic situation.
Oh, okay.
So, like, sorry.
I feel like I do.
Oh my God, I do. In
I-
freaking
Yeah.
college,
But
got
once
some
I
drinks,
sleep with,
like, yeah.
but you're mine. I'm possessive.
I think it's easier
I only like
for,
one at a time. One at a time, please.
I like that too. I think it's easier for women to grow and gain affection towards a male friend than it is for me to all of a sudden see a friend and be like, you know what, actually?
Really?
But I
What are you
can't hook
doing
up
at
with a
2 a.m.?
girl and then know she's hooking up with other guys and still hook up with her.
A lot of, I think that's
I'm
a,
like, that's yeah.
Oh,
mm-mm.
see, Eli or Calvin shaking his head. No, Calvin,
But what
tell
do
us
you
think?
about
I
your
agree.
friend and if
You
friends.
agree? Hey,
I think that it can't. I think there's a couple factors here. I think that if it's like a long-term friendship from childhood, like almost brother sister, right? And nothing's ever happened, and they're just buddy. And I know the question was talking about being married and stuff like that. Absolutely, I think they can be really, really close friends. If I would probably be in the vein of Easton, if there has been something in the past, they've slept together or something like that, no matter what the circumstances, it is harder for me to get behind that.
And what they did isn't wrong. Like that's not.
No, that's-
like that's fine. You're
Especially if
able
you
to
weren't
do
even
that.
in the picture or something like that.
But I can't get by it.
Yeah. And that's something I think that kind of what Eli's talking about is regardless moving forward in those relationships, there needs to be firm boundaries set of like, hey, we're friends. And I think that if it's like, if Eli's single, it doesn't really matter too much if he does have a girl best friend or not. But if he gets into a relationship with a girl, then in my opinion, that relationship would need to be not reassessed, but readjusted and say, if I'm dating someone, then I'm going to be that main person or that priority in their life, if that makes sense.
100%.
And I-
Supersede the friendship for sure.
I'd like to add that I'm very aware that male and female friendships can be problematic towards relationships. And I'm very happy and grateful that my best friend, that we have never engaged in any type of romance or sexual intimacy, because I already know that when I do get a girlfriend who turns into a wife one day, like, that's already going to be a pain point. The fact that my best friend's a girl. Like, I know that. I'm aware of that. And so being able to, like, look at my girl and say, like,
we've never
we've
slept
never
together.
slept together, like that's fucking
Yeah.
huge. And it would be a much more difficult pill to swallow for her if I was like, oh yeah, her, yeah, we used to smash.
Yeah, but now we're best friends.
But it's
Now
all
we're
good
best
now.
friends.
Right.
I am already living in my super soft, cozy quince Mongolian cashmere, oversized boyfriend cardigan sweater. It is my new favorite addition to my fall style, and it goes perfectly with my favorite quince cashmere tee. And if you're looking to update your fall wardrobe, Quince has you covered. Quince has cashmere sweaters from $50, pants for every occasion, washable silk tops, and so much more. And here's the best part. All Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands, so you can ball on a budget. Also, I love that Quince only works with factories that use ethical and responsible manufacturing practices, so make switching seasons a breeze with Quince high-quality closet essentials. Go to quince.com/Lala for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Lala to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Lala.
You guys, this is a good one.
I'm nervous again.
Same.
Opinion on porn, how it's affecting the modern men's sex life.
I feel like it's ruining. The girls are watching the porn and it's ruining it for. I can't give what you're looking at in porn.
Okay,
Quit
so
watching
you,
it.
you think,
I just need to get off. It's not like I'm expecting you guys to go ape shit in the bedroom.
so
But you guys are the fucking ones ruining it for us. You got fucking 15-inch dildos. You got, I don't know, dudes with 8-packs, 12-packs, and I'm over here like, I just.
You look
getting a
good,
little
bro.
gun.
You
You
look
look great,
good.
man. Get out of
But
here.
yeah, well, I ain't packing that, so the women are ruining it.
So you think women are watching porn and expecting you to look and perform like these male actors?
Yeah, I don't.
Sex
Yes.
actors.
Yes.
And you
I ain't
can't
got
live
it
up.
like that.
Okay.
All right?
Not what I
Okay.
heard.
So you.
That's not what I heard,
Okay,
bro.
well, hold up. You don't expect when you're with a woman in the bedroom some sort of performance, or you haven't watched porn and then hooked up with a woman and been
Give
like,
me
why
effort.
is she so?
Move your body.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't need to be great. I'm just happy to be there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just happy to be there.
Do you think, have you ever been with a woman that you were like, oh, she's very much faking this enthusiasm, whether or not it's an
Yeah,
orgasm?
I'm pretty sure every time.
Really?
Yeah, there's no way I'm bottoming out. I don't know.
Oh my God, Easton.
I know. But thank you for letting me be a part of
Of your body.
the bed. Yeah.
Okay.
Part of the party.
You too?
I think the accessibility to porn combined with the ability for a younger generation to be on dating apps and stay away from actual interactions with human women in real life has probably had a bad effect on allowing kids growing up to be like, just to not know what's real and to know what's fake. Just like to not have these physical and like real interactions and intimate relationships with women for sure is going to mold people to not really understand how to deal with these IRL interactions. I think porn, as well as like, I think the younger generation, just with all like the Andrew Tates and these like streamers, Sneeko, and all these people that like talk poorly about women, have almost as bad of an effect on their mindset as the actual literal porn, which has been around like forever. Like, you know,
Yeah.
finding Playboys in your dad's.
I know. I was finding
fucking-
Playboys in my dad's closet and going, huh. I'd look at them, drop them and leave. You know?
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Okay.
But they really do. They listen to these people and they like start emulating how they're speaking about women too.
Yeah, and like all of it, like calling women sluts and for just like body count conversations is like
Yeah.
so stupid and toxic. But like
Right.
the youth like grow up on this. Like I feel bad for women that need to date these younger kids.
Right.
And by
The
kids,
younger
I-
generation.
The younger
Yeah.
generation who have to date these boys who like don't really understand life. You know, all they see is just be like, she's had sex with 3 people. No, kind of thing.
Right.
And it's like I'd prefer an experienced woman, you know, over someone that,
Oh,
like,
Eli,
Oh,
that's free.
Wow. Cougars.
I don't think sex is bad. I'm just gonna say we'll dive into that in a little bit. I
Devil!
imagine.
It's like you've read the questions or something.
Is sex bad?
Is sex bad? Okay, great. Has there ever been, have you ever found yourself in a time in life where it's been like, you have been maybe consuming porn and then you like, maybe at the beginning of having sex and then you start to experience women and you're like, oh, it's not necessarily like what I've been watching, or no? Do you have a good relationship with that?
Not me personally. Again, I think I'm a little older, but
Yeah.
like I haven't watched porn in maybe 5 months or so at
Okay.
this point.
Yeah.
Potentially because I was in this relationship or situationship, whatever you want to call it, which just wasn't really necessary. We had a very healthy sex life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the other day I was like, am I gonna have to start watching
Yeah, you are.
porn
Porn
I'll
again?
let you know. You're going to be watching porn, buddy.
like,
Buddy.
Get ready. Get the fingers typing.
I want you
It's been
to.
a week for me.
Oh.
Family's in town.
Oh,
Very
okay.
nice,
You
very
got it.
nice.
I want you to answer, Calvin, and I have a follow-up question on porn.
Okay.
Okay.
I would definitely say that I feel that porn has had a negative impact on just the stigma around sex as it is, especially in a Western civilization. Sex is something that is not openly talked about as much as like European countries or stuff like that. And so people go to the internet to try and find, especially when you're younger, trying to find
Some answers.
something, some answers of what this is. And then a lot of times, like I was saying, it affects the confidence of an individual to have meaningful, intimate interactions, whether it's having a conversation with a girl or just, being intimate in the bedroom. And I think that it definitely, you look at it from a scientific standpoint, the dopamine and all the different negative effects that it has on our brain is definitely damaging. And so I think even to his point of, it's been 5 months, I think that especially when you are in a healthy relationship, that hopefully would not be present. Same time, I'm not here to tell someone do or don't watch porn or what you want to do in between yourselves, but I do think that should be something that should be openly talked about in a relationship.
Yeah, good. I think as a woman, a lot of us women, just because I've had these conversations with my friends, have watched it, especially when we first had sex, and we're like, how is it supposed to look? And it's almost been like, oh, you're supposed to perform. It's supposed to be this. And you're supposed to make these noises. Once I finally, and like late 20s, started getting in touch with my sexuality and like, okay, what am I supposed to feel? And really not focusing on like performance and more like, what do I like? What does my partner like? Then it's way more enjoyable. And it doesn't look like, sometimes if you're having a wild night, it can look like the porn, but like,
Did you ever watch it with your partner? Like my ex and I used to watch porn and be like, all right,
let's
try
fucking
that.
try that. Yeah.
I've watched.
Never turned out the same, but boy, did we
But
give
boy-
it effort.
What about like making your own porn and watching that with a partner? Because that's a
Done
good
that
time.
before. That's fun.
Yeah.
Which is
I don't trust the
fun.
cloud.
You don't. Well, no. Well, get an old
Camcorder.
school. I was gonna say
Camcorder.
get an old.
Yeah.
Camcorder.
Do like a
All right,
Kim
I
or
just need the
Paris.
girlfriend.
Yeah, one night in Paris.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I think that for me, I've said it on the podcast before. I'm not a big fan of porn, only because now being 33, I watch it and my first thought is like, I hope that woman is doing it out of choice and like she's happy. And if she makes just like
A
one,
bag out of it.
yeah, like one sad look, I'm like, oh, someone needs to
Get
save
in
her.
there. I know sometimes.
It's
911.
hard.
Hello?
Yeah, for real. So I'm watching porn. And
Yeah, sometimes you just.
It's
yeah.
like a house in the valley. I don't know. I can't really tell where it is.
Last thing I
no.
will say about
Yeah.
that, I do feel that now more than ever, it definitely has the industry, the sex industry has definitely allowed individuals that do want to participate a safer place to do that, and to, whether it's through OnlyFans or whether it's through, I'm not shouting out any, sites or anything, but like to be able to do your own content and do stuff within your own comfort. And like to your point of, well, I hope she's all right and she's not doing this out of, oh, I have to. Like it allows them that ability to do it on their own.
Did you know today is a great day to warranty? Well, actually, every day is a great day when you're not worrying about your appliances and home systems. And that's what you get with American Home Shield Warranty. I signed up with American Home Shield the moment I decided to buy my house. With an American Home Shield warranty, unexpected breakdowns like a leaky faucet or faulty water heater won't break the bank because covered repairs and replacements are taken care of, just like that. And not by me, my mom, or Easton. We wouldn't know the first thing to do if something stopped working in this house. I just contact American Home Shield when a covered item breaks, and their trusted and qualified pros will fix or replace it based on the coverage limits in your agreement. So having that sort of reassurance from American Home Shield is something to celebrate. When it comes to protecting your appliances and home systems, don't worry, be warranty. Visit ahs.com/GTL today to get 20% off any plan. That's ahs.com/GTL for 20% off any plan. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a good one.
Jesus Christ.
What are your icks when dating a woman? Or let's say when dating or looking at a potential partner, meeting someone.
An ick for me is like somebody who is trying to be like too much. Like you're loud, you try to insert yourself in conversations all the time. Like I like a quiet, confident woman. So my ick is like just like a very loud girl.
That's right, women, shut up. You don't deserve to be speaking. No, I'm just kidding.
I like
Thank
I'm
you,
silent.
Jess. You got it.
Like I'm silent.
No,
That's
I
him.
feel like just that's
Seen
just
and
like
not
that's
heard.
for men too. Like I just don't like loud, but like that's just my ick. But like for me, like that, I just like confidence, and confidence walks silent.
I get what you're saying, like the obnoxious, a little
Yeah, like
obnoxious.
an obnoxious, quirky, if you want to put it that way. Like that's my ick is a quirky personality.
Do you say corky?
No, I think I've
Is
never
it
heard
quirky? I've heard
quirky?
both.
Quirky.
Quirky.
Wait,
Quirk?
I
You
think
say CORKY.
Quarky or
Q-U-I-R-K-Y.
Quirky.
Quirky. I think that they're
Quirky?
both words. Though.
I say quirky. Like I'm a
Quirky.
quirked up white boy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like
What's
Easton
it?
wouldn't
I'm
like
going
you.
off like one like video I saw, and the kid is like, he goes, "I'm quirky,"
yeah.
and the dad goes, "Shut up!"
And that's you.
And I don't like a quirky
an ick.
personality. That's an
Okay.
ick for me, no matter
Okay.
what gender you are.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's my ick is quirky. There you go.
Okay.
He hates some quirk.
I got
Hates
one.
it. Yeah, let's hear.
Hygiene.
Yeah, let's
Hygiene
get into
I
that.
feel like that should just be.
Well,
I
it's
think that's,
not.
Is
It's
it
not. Hygiene is probably my number one.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what
I'm like-
do you mean? All of it? Do you mean oral? Or oral hygiene?
No, I got where you're coming from.
I like
I like a
a woman
hygienic
that,
woman.
that smells
Takes
nice,
care of her soft skin.
soft skin.
I like a girl who takes an hour routine for bed.
You like that?
I like
The
that.
one going to bed with all the oils and all the
Because
the
then sometimes
gloves
she
and
do it for
everything.
me.
If you don't look like a snail on your face before bed, ladies, you're not doing it
Not doing
right.
it right.
Right? That was my favorite thing with my ex. Is she just was in bed watching like a TV show just
Yeah.
with nighttime routine.
Just soaking wet on her
Yeah,
face. Just
the
looks like
best.
gel.
Mm.
Okay,
Take
so
care
you
of
like
you, baby.
hygiene.
Hygiene. Yeah.
Okay, that's number one. If bad hygiene, it's like a turnoff. If the 10 out
If
of
it's
10.
like breath,
Oh, breath.
BO, I'm just
You're
I
out.
can't.
A
I have a
girl,
very-
a
I have a
quirky
very-
girl with bad breath.
I have a very sensitive
hell?
schnoz. I'm a
Okay.
bloodhound. Can't do it.
Okay,
Can't
okay,
do it.
love that.
Yeah.
Hygiene's number one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I got to go off on that as well. Like, my type is a girl that looks like she smells good. We've talked about this before. I like, ideally, she
Bro,
also smells
I
good.
felt that. I'm
But,
not
like-
kidding you. I've looked across and seen a girl, and I'm like, I know she fucking smells good.
Yeah.
Wait, this is interesting. Looks like she smells
Looks
good.
like she smells good. Like, looks like she's gonna. I'm like gonna walk over and gonna smell like candy. Maybe not candy. You know, maybe a more mature
Nurse cluster.
fragrance.
Like
Maybe.
a floral, maybe? A
I'm down
floral?
for like a floral, a nice like spring mist situation.
Oh, spring mist. We're talking Bath and Body Works here.
Talking about the Body Works.
Okay.
I'm a simple guy.
Simple guy.
$14.99.
I don't need any Chanel number
Little
6.
TJ
I'll let that
Maxx
smell
on the
good.
rack. Hey, buddy.
But like same thing, like hygiene I think also goes into just like taking care of yourself. Like, you know, we're all at the age that we're at right now. Not old, Jess. Regular
33,
age.
young.
We're regular
no, regular,
age.
We're young. We're young.
We're young. We're
Okay,
young.
We're young.
But like I take care of myself, you know, like I like general health and wellness. And so like I drink, I do drugs, I do everything. Not right now. I'm actually taking a month off.
Okay,
Okay.
congrats.
Snap
Very nice.
for me, bro.
Oh, snap,
for
snap,
me.
snap, snap.
We'll see how you hold up.
He's like, where the fucking snaps? Okay.
But no, like,
We're
so, like,
funny.
I like someone that's, like, healthy and takes care of themselves. You know, like, I've done the whole thing where, like, my partner just want to, like, smoke weed all day and just, like, order, like, pizza and chicken nuggets. And, like, we're off that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, someone that, like, takes care of themselves. I think hygiene goes in with that. I also, this is just a personal pet peeve. I don't like the smell of wine on somebody's skin.
Who's
that a
dumping
thing?
wine
on
on
their
their
skin or
skin?
their
Like
breath?
bathing,
Like
and
skin, like if you drink enough wine, like I can like smell it through. Like you can,
How
like,
much
smell
your body,
alcohol through
BO?
people the next
3
day.
bottles of
Really?
wine,
Yeah,
smelling like
Who
that.
the hell are you
God.
hanging out with?
It's a
No.
lot of wine.
There's
3
a lot
bottle
of
Vicky?
people
little
be smelling
scratch
like
and
wine,
sniff
and I don't know
action.
what it is. I don't know if it like how I've gotten to this point, but like it's a very specific ick, and I'm not going to tell everyone to stop drinking wine because everybody loves wine.
Just don't drink too much around this man.
Just don't drink it
Wow.
around me.
Wow.
You know,
Stop hanging out
I
in those
bet it's
vineyards,
red
man.
wine.
it's like some
bet
natty
it
orange
is.
wine. We're in LA. You know what I mean? It's some
Oh.
effervescent, biodynamic, a little crunchy, little funk to it. You know what I mean? Pulling up at El Chucho. You know, but I don't know. That's just like a
Restaurant?
personal thing. Generally, just like taking care of yourself is very important to me.
Okay.
And to like, I think to Easton's point before, like, you want a woman to be your piece. You know, that's a very cliche statement, but like when it comes to the whole, like, it's not like you're not looking for a quiet woman who's going to
No,
stay silent.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
But you're looking for someone to find some comfort in, to find some peace in, to be able to like relax around them and have not everything be a big deal or everything be like a fight. And I feel like that's
Production
kind
and
of
stuff.
what
yeah,
you're looking
no,
for. You
thank
know?
you for saying that too.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
me.
No,
Thank
you-
you for clarifying mine.
Those are great.
Somebody would
Great.
have taken that.
I know.
And also just like good taste. Bad
Good taste in style.
in style, in aesthetic, in appearance. We've joked about this before, but like I hate when like a girl's Instagram story, as fucked up as that is, will turn me off of her.
Really? Are all
Yeah,
three of
he's
you
attracted
Instagram
to like
judgers?
an Instagram page. I was
Eli
like,
loves
I'm
an
attracted
IG.
to what's on the page. I don't care what the page looks
I'm like I'm a very aesthetic visual person. I went to school for like video photography. I used to be a photographer, and so like art and design is very important in my life. And so it would only make sense that it's important in what I look for in a partner, that they have a similar eye. So like if you post an Instagram story, it's got some like weird border around it,
Goodbye, bitch.
I'm out. If you like
Now
zoom
you
out,
know.
That's
like
the
a
line.
zoom out and like a
That's
little
the-
twist.
He has no other line, but if that
That's-
Instagram
Ladies.
page ain't
Out,
banging,
bro.
he's out.
You better stop zooming out with that twist, ladies,
Do
if you
not
want to
zoom
get
and
with
twist.
Eli.
We
Okay.
love a twist in the. Never mind.
In the bedroom, she
Sure.
likes a little grab and twist, but not on the Instagram.
Not on the Instagram story.
Are you, all three of you, you meet 10 out of 10 woman looks, pretend you're single here, Calvin. Looks, personality, 10 out of 10. You go on her Instagram page, it is all selfies on the main
Don't
grid.
care.
How do we feel?
Don't care at all. Love it.
All selfies, no friends, no
Do
nothing.
you want to know what I look for? If I go to like your Instagram page and I go to your tagged photos
Yeah.
and you have none, that's when I know you're sketchy.
Red flag?
Red flag for sure, because you don't, whoever has posted you, you don't like the way you look in that post. So it's not on your page, but you don't want anybody to see it.
The tea.
So if I go to a girl's page
Yeah.
and I go to her tagged photos and there's none, I don't trust you.
Not
Yeah, but, like,
only
what
with
about-
what they're doing wrong, it's how they or with how they look. It's what they're doing. Are they
Yes.
out partying? You know, they could tell you, "Oh, I'm at home doing whatever, chilling."
Yeah.
Oh, but their friend tags them on Instagram. They're out at the
And
club
they-
that
yeah,
night,
they're
and you hit that
yep,
tag.
You know,
Ladies.
Game over.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I like
Eli, you don't care?
Well, I love a
his
confident.
line is Instagram. What are you talking about?
I
Does
love
he care?
a confident bad bitch.
Yeah.
On
And
Instagram?
You got an Instagram full of pictures of you. That means you like you. I love an ego. I love self-confidence. That's no
Yeah,
problem
but I
with me
love
at
an
all.
ego with
Okay.
friends.
And like we're also in an age where like, especially in LA, everyone kind of has a personal brand. So if that tagged photo doesn't fit in your personal brand that you're working on, fuck it. Keep it off the page,
Ooh,
you know?
I love this
I'm
difference
down
of
for a-
opinion.
a
How about you,
a
Calvin?
professional woman.
Yeah.
Oof.
Like, what do you feel? You go on the page, it's all selfies. Every single one, not a single one that's of a sunset or your friend.
So I'm exposing myself here. I don't think I have
You're all selfies.
any
Have you
on
seen
my.
his
Yeah. Well,
Instagram
but
page?
that's also.
I'm about to look.
I mean, there's reasons I don't
You've
know.
talked about your page. It's
It's
your
a
page.
brand.
It's your portrait.
It's not like it has gone.
collage.
It's undergone many different
stages.
stages. Yes, and there was a point where it was okay, you know, friends and this and that, and then you know it turned to more okay, strictly modeling, and then you know more reality TV, and then now like acting, and so it's gone through these stages, and especially when branding, I think that it's important to say, does this line up with my brand? And yeah, I think that especially for me is where I am like I love my stories, and I can post on my stories. I post my friends. And all these different things on my stories. So I think that wouldn't be as big of a red flag for me if there was just selfies and just stuff of them. But I'd definitely be interested in, you know, their stories, their highlights, and even talk to them like, you know,
Yeah, highlights. I
what's
don't do
going
those.
on.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to.
Yeah.
You have a
We could
great
teach you.
grid. It is a lot of you, Calvin, but
It's
it's
only
not
me.
all of you. No, you have like artsy, like,
Oh, that's true. That's
You know,
true.
It is
so-
his
Some
hands.
detail shots.
yes, you have
Yes.
detail
Yes.
shots. People give you Justin Bieber, I bet, for looks, huh? Yeah. Come on, are you joking? This photo?
Let's see.
That's Biebs right
That's
there.
it.
That's Biebs.
Biebs in
Oh,
the
that's
trap,
Biebs in the
bro.
trap, bro. That really is.
I was like, why do you have Justin Bieber on your grid? Oh, that's
'Cause
you.
he's-
I'm a huge believer.
Did
so.
he hurt you?
Huge believer.
Are you kidding? This is Bieber. Okay, anyway, go to Calvin on the Cobb if you want to check out.
Calvin on
I'm
the
looking for
Cobb.
Yeah,
I'm looking
post
for
some.
Calvin and all my girls. You
You're,
know,
you're
That's-
looking for a bit of Calvin and all
I'm
your
looking
girls.
for a bit of Calvin and all
I
my
like
girls.
that.
Short
I'm a
hair.
committed
You know?
man.
I'm trying to.
He's not open to a relationship
Fine.
with you.
But you can
No.
go gawk at him.
Okay, this is a great one. And I love this one because we talk about it all the time when Law's on here. Are men intimidated by a woman making more than them, meaning more money? Go ahead. And how do you guys each feel about
No,
your woman
I feel like
makes more?
if it's no, I'm not intimidated unless she like keeps fucking pinning it against me.
Using it against you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you belittle me because of it, then yeah, I'll have a problem. But I don't have a problem with somebody making more money than me, like my significant other.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not going to make you feel like
Lesser than?
less
Nah.
threatened, or if she suggests, like, let's say you guys have a kid and she goes, I make the money, can you stay home maybe and be a stay-at-home
What a
dad?
dream! What a fucking dream that would be.
Just like, but you gotta, like, I need food ready when I come home. Like, this is me just
Like a
taking
housewife?
house husband.
Yeah.
You're down. But then your passions, I don't know. I'm taking it really far outside of
No,
the question.
I mean, no. Honestly, I would do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that because I would do whatever I had to do if we had kids, school, and every time, like in my free time, I would try to find something that I was passionate about to follow to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
great.
I would just try. I just would have to do something for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
I love this generation of men, but let's hear your answers because I feel like, anyway, go ahead.
I think that especially when it comes to marriage or in a relationship, it's like it's ours. Like we're building something together. It's an empire that we're building. And so what needs to be done needs to be done. And so it's like, yeah, hey, if you're having this run of success and you're going off, you're going crazy, I'm here for you. What do we need? And let's boom, boom, boom. And then I think this, even outside of just relationships, but like friendships, it's like, hey, you know, if someone in your circle is winning, you're winning. And so they're winning, they pull you up, you win, you pull them up. And so you do what needs to be done. I do think it is important, though, to not lose one's identity, is to have those passions and to be able to say, hey, I can do this for you 100%. These are the things that are important to me that I want to continue on while you are
Like a give and take.
Feeling it,
while you're going off on all these things. I'm here to support. What do you need? This is what I need. And as long as you communicate on that properly, then
Because after Eli answers, I want to ask you the add-on of it.
Okay. And that's on health, baby.
Oh,
Great
that's on fucking
answer.
health.
Thank you.
Eli.
So my type, besides women that look like they smell good, are women that are out of my league. It just is what it is, and I don't think that's worked out for me in the past. But just like it is what it is,
Like
right?
you like chasing a girl that's like got her shit together.
So
like
you
money.
say out of your league, Eli, but keep going.
I like girls that are better than me, and so naturally, especially where we live in LA, like they're probably going to make more money than me potentially. Like I don't struggle, I do fine. But thus, if you're out of my league, then you're really fucking crushing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so that is not a turnoff for me. I think you just need transparency and communication because it could be a problem for them. And like to pretend like I'm gonna like stun and like throw all this money around the first few dates, because I'm not gonna lie, I like to spend. I blow a bag on a date.
Hey, he
easily.
blows a bag on a
He's
date.
an idiot.
And, like,
That's why I don't
he
go on
does.
any.
He
Like,
means money.
My first, like we've talked about first dates before, and I'm always like, I want to sit across from your dinner, and like it's gonna cost some money. It costs
In
money to
Dubai.
date women.
Yeah.
You know?
I've got the jet. We're out.
And like
We're going.
it does cost
85.
money.
it costs money. It is
Yeah.
what it is. And we've talked about like dating apps and people being like, oh, I'll never like buy a rose on Hinge. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll buy a rose. It's cheaper than a drink. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it costs money to date, period.
What the hell's
What's a
going
road?
on
What do
here?
you mean?
Kyle just spent $30 on roses. Please.
Yo,
okay,
What
keep
the
going.
what?
King.
Absolute king.
King!
No issue with that. They
I've
deserve
never
it.
I
had a
don't know what
dating
that
app, so I
means.
don't know
I
what
would say
one.
It's a dating app thing.
A woman
Okay.
a woman that I'm pursuing is worth more than $2.99 on that rose on Hinge. So
Hey.
like, who cares? You know
Right.
what I mean?
$2.99.
What are you gonna do? But you walk up to her, go to a bar, you're gonna spend $18 in LA on a drink.
This
Doing
is-
that either.
This is a great
I'm doing that.
question.
That's
Do
a
you guys
mentality.
all,
Find me in the corner, baby.
you go on a first date and she goes, Oh, I'll pay for this.
Nah, not happen. I just can't even. It just isn't. My body's not going to allow that to happen.
Okay.
Even on like the second and third date, when she's like, "Oh, I got it this time," and I'm like, "Okay, cool," and then the guy comes with the bill, and I just physically can't. Even if I'm like, I
Hold
can't
on.
afford this.
If a girl offers to pay, where's her head at?
What do you mean?
Like, are you paying like?
First date. You know it's a date. You said, let's go on
And
a
she
date.
offers to pay
and
for
she,
me.
The first date, and she goes, I got this one, but she's doing the reach. You have the opportunity.
But like, why are you paying?
Because she's like, oh,
I like him.
Did she
'Cause
ask you on the date?
If she pays for me, I feel like I have to take her to another date.
Okay, but she goes, you guys
I
decided
like
to
a
go
girl
on
that
a date.
splits.
Isn't that the goal, to take her out on another date?
Not if I don't like
I
her.
think
Hey, and get out. This one's on me, sweetheart.
Down the line, it's reasonable to be splitting, and at some point, she'll buy
I like
this
a girl
sandwich,
that offers.
but-
If a girl offers to split, I won't make her pay. If a
Okay.
girl doesn't offer to split,
You make her pay.
I'm not seeing
You're
you.
gonna sit there in silence, and
Right?
On the first date, though. First date. I'm talking first date. What
I'm
about
paying.
you?
I'm
But I
paying.
do-
You're paying?
I'm paying.
I feel like
100%.
the point of
I'm
money is
paying
to
because I'm usually the one asking. If
Okay.
a girl asks me to go out, I'd like for her to offer to pay for me.
Okay, for the first, but are you going to allow it? Okay, she goes to do the reach. You go, no, I got
Yeah.
this.
No, I want to be asked, or
Okay.
I want her to offer to pay
Yeah.
if she asks me out, but I won't allow it.
Okay.
It's the gesture. It's the gesture.
It's like when you
I don't
get
even
cut
need
off
the
in traffic
gesture.
and they give
Yeah.
you a wave. You're good.
No, yeah, exactly.
I'm a pro at the gesture, Joe. Oh, I got it.
The gesture's
Oh.
silly.
Oh, yeah.
The gesture's
All right,
silly.
George Costanza.
I got
feel like-
one here for you guys. So I'm going to switch this up. Okay.
Let's hear it.
First date, she offers to pay, and you know you're not going to go on another date with her.
No, I'm paying for it because then I'm not an asshole.
Ooh, that's a good question.
is.
Wait. Say it again. Say it again.
All right. First date, she offers to pay, but you already know the date's not going well. You're not going to go on a second with this person.
And it is
So free meal and you're done.
$400.
Oh, if we're at Craig's, I'm like, sweetheart, yes.
$400.
And I'll say,
let's
and
split
we'll
it.
go
Let's
to-
split it.
No,
Are you
I'd
gonna
let
say
her pay
let's
if I'm
split
not
it?
doing
No.
it, and then
If
I'd
sh-
probably say I'm gonna do something really special for you.
No, but
And
she-
that special thing is I'm gonna
Never hit
Casper
you.
my
never
way out
see
of
her
here.
again.
Casper the friendly ghost.
Easton, so hold on. And she's into it. She thinks she's going to see you again. You know you're going to text her and say,
Maybe.
you're not the vibe. You're going to let her pay.
I need to get
Easton's
better at
ghosting
that.
her.
I
Easton's
You
really
guys
am.
got to
her.
talk to him.
I'm Casper the friendly ghost.
Yeah.
We're getting better at it. I'm gonna have to make some amends for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, you guys, though, I
But
want
I'll
to
get
hear
better,
your
and
answer.
everybody, I'll get better.
Hey.
I do generally think the point of money is to spend it on beautiful women. I've said that in the past, and it's just like is
What
what it
about-
is.
I'm
And like,
snapping,
Tell
I'm
what
snapping.
an
and
answer.
like money that I spend on dating, I don't even put in my fucking budget. Like that's just extra money. Like I hope I have it, but like I don't even factor that into what I'm spending throughout the week.
Your DMs are about to be
Some-
blowing up.
I know.
It
they're
just
like,
like
this
is what it
dumbass,
is.
I'm gonna get a meal and not even have to lay him.
That's the cost of life. You know,
Sliding
it is
in
what it
right
is.
Cost of life, beautiful women. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
If she offers to pay and I know I'm not going to see her again, I probably still can't even do it because she's going to tell her friends that I'm a broke motherfucker. I can't
That's
be having
true.
that out here. LA's too small for that.
That's true.
Can't have anyone out here
I'd
thinking I'm
probably
not
say
paying.
yeah. No, I'd say no, and then I'd say I'm gonna go to the restroom, and then I'd Casper out of there.
You reach for your purse and you're like, oh,
I can see Easton just going up, paying the bill, and then just walking out the door
I
right
make
there.
jokes because I'm a good guy.
That's
though.
cool.
You
That's a
know?
vibe.
No,
pay
dude.
the bill from a distance and
Maybe
leave.
I'm not. I don't know.
leave.
I'm a good guy in my eyes.
You
I
are.
do
No,
need to get
Easton,
better.
you're the best guy.
They've talked to me. I do need to get better at not like ghosting women and stuff.
Well, the thing is what is considered ghosting? Like,
just
is
not
it?
Oh, that's the
responding ever.
But like, so like, if you're talking to someone on a dating app you've never met,
Yeah.
conversation fizzles out. Did you ghost that person?
Depends on, in my opinion, how long the conversation. If you guys have been talking every day for 2 weeks and then all of a sudden you disappear, I'd say, oh, poor man has passed away.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
that's the only
Stroke.
reason.
Stroke.
I'm dead
Stroke,
to
for sure. Got
many
hit
a
by
women.
car.
Then
hit by car, stroke,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
death
Why?
by shark.
Many a women.
Do you do
'cause-
that?
Yeah, I need
2 weeks. Every day you're checking in.
I wouldn't even let it get to that point though. If we're not meeting
Look
in the
at
first,
Calvin's disgusted face.
If
And
I'm not
I am
meeting
gonna
up-
get better at it in due time, but I am not good at it now.
Okay.
I'm gonna get better at it, step by step.
Not ghosting?
Yeah, but sometimes I don't know. Yeah, I need help.
Wait, Eli, what were you saying about the app? You wouldn't let it get to that? Why?
I don't do like pen pals on dating apps. So like, I'm actually not on dating apps right now at all, which is we can
Sorry,
talk about
ladies.
that
Find him on
another-
Instagram.
I got a question. Is it bad to just have like a booty call?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
No.
here's what I'll say, and this kind of encompasses everything. In all of this, even the question about who's paying if you know you're not gonna like. All of this can be solved with communication.
There you go.
Like if you can just say, "Hey,
Snaps for Calvin.
listen here, listen, I like this place, a great restaurant. You know,
Right.
like I really do. I'm not feeling this.
Yeah.
You know, you're a great person. I think it's best if we go our separate ways.
Yeah.
I'll pay, you can pay, we're going to split whatever. But like, I want you to know, regardless, that the expectations going away from this, I don't want to leave you in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it does take a couple days after for you to be like, like, let me sit with this. But I mean, we all, if we're trusting your intuition, you kind of know.
But here's how I look
You
at it.
guys, Calvin is taken. Do
You
not
know.
blow up his
That's
DMs
why
after
he's
that.
taken though, because
That's
of these things.
easier
But how
said
I
than
look at it
done.
is like, if I was talking to a girl for like 3 months and she just stopped responding, I'd be like, all right.
Really?
And then I just forget. Yeah. So then I do it. I feel like because if you do it to me, I don't care. So I feel like I do it to people because I feel like everybody doesn't care. But people do care. So you can ghost me too.
Well, they wonder what they did wrong. Did I say something wrong? For
Right.
me, if you ghost me, which has never happened.
Who would
but
ever
if you
ghost you?
me, I go, he just realized he has terrible taste. I don't want anything to do with him anyway.
I
But
love that.
POS. Just
I
put it
love
in that.
that.
See, fix your thing because nobody did anything. I just found out that I need to just not talk to you for a while.
okay.
Yeah.
Mental health reasons.
But
do you
that
guys
was a good.
ghost? What?
I mean, your thing about the taste thing, like I think everyone in this room, I think maybe is blessed to have very high self confidence and whatnot. So like, I like a girl with good taste, and so like, if you like me, good shit.
got good
yeah?
taste,
Like I love
baby.
that, and that gets into your question. Another question I've seen come up of like sex on the first date, right? Like, is that a deal breaker?
That's a good question.
I don't necessarily tie sex to morality or ethics at any point. So like, if I'm on a first date and a girl wants to have sex with me, it's not a bad thing.
Will
like-
you say no? Though if you're not, if you're into her, but you think, is there ever a time where you're like, she won't respect me?
I could say that the longest relationships I've had in the past 10 years have been first night sex situations.
Really?
And it
Interesting.
doesn't change at all how I feel about that person. If anything, I'm like, I am cool and you see that. So one, good taste. Sorry to sound like an arrogant asshole there. But two, like, it also gets that out of the way. So then like, if we know that if we are moving forward, it's not just based on lust. And I'm not just now just like playing a role to get to the sex part. Like, we've had sex already and we're still hanging out. So I
I'd
think
rather
it's
have
like
sex
bigger
in the
than
first
that.
week.
First week?
First week.
Not first date? So you're,
Maybe.
I had sex
Depends
with
how
Kyle
many
on the
times
first
I'm going to
date,
see
I
her
think.
that week.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
having sex. on
Why
the first
waste a
date.
month and then have sex with him and be like, that was terrible?
Right.
Well, I also think that the second that the physical is brought into the relationship, it is harder for the emotional and that connection to continue to form because it's like we're such carnal creatures. So it's like boom, boom, boom. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Oh, okay.
For me, I would prefer at least the first couple dates or the first, couple weeks of like, hey, let me really get to know who you are. And, maybe we do, maybe we don't. But I'm
Get some
not
blue balls through the week.
I'm not throwing it out the first date.
Wow.
Generally.
That's
I mean, I
Swinging wood?
no.
Swing on
Okay.
the old
Better
bat.
than me.
That's great. No, that's great. To each his own.
So Calvin,
Mm-hmm.
week or two. Eli, first night.
But like,
First
I'm not going to be mad if we don't have sex the first night.
Right.
That's totally fine as
No,
well.
You said your piece.
It's,
You
it's,
said
a,
your
it's a comfort level. It's a comfort level.
Leave
Leave it in. Leave it in. Leave it in.
Leave it in.
I'm a bad guy.
We know.
as dudes, how do you guys support each other's mental health to make sure you're okay?
Just being there for homies and not just listening, not being an asshole. Like I said, like it's how people react to your emotion. So when they get emotional, I become, docile for them because I'm going to take it all in. So I got homies that listen, that take on the energy that I'm giving so they can give the same type of response. So my homies are close. I've cried to them. They've cried to me. So I just keep homies that I can be honest with and emotional with.
Love
and from
it.
that, I get by.
Yeah, people you can trust. You guys?
Just checking in with the homies, really. I mean, I could do a better job for sure of opening up to my friends. I'm pretty guarded, I would say.
Yeah.
I think it's important not only to just ask your friends, hey, are you okay? Because you're going to get the good. Oh, yeah, I'm good. But to take that initiative and say like, hey, what's going on in your life?
bothering you?
Get underneath it. Because a lot of times it is. Even with our best friends, it's such a, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm chilling. But like, I mean, just go deeper, and keep asking.
Yeah, I think that's
Good
really
friends.
great. I love you guys. I thank you so much. I'm going to let Easton close us out, but thank you guys for doing this.
Boys, is there anywhere that these people can find you?
Yeah, you can hit me up on IG. I'm not popping by any means, but
And what is that IG?
_ Eli Benjamin. But let's make me poppin'. You know
We'll
what I
tag
mean?
them.
There
We'll
it
tag
is.
you
I'll
both.
give you a
Let's do it.
tag.
Calvin, I know I plugged yours, but
Yes, my Instagram is at Calvin on the Cobb. I'll see you there.
See you there. And thank you for listening to the Give Them Lala podcast. This episode will be out on Wednesday. Video is out on Friday. So make sure you check that out. Like, comment, subscribe on it. Hit that bell so you're notified. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all three? I'm getting really good at that.